Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking into some very recent events and specifically a really powerful story. It's about individual courage, sacrifice, focusing on the tragic loss of Ukrainian F-16 pilot, Lieutenant Colonel Maksym Ustymenko.
Right. And it's crucial to get the context here. The sheer scale of what was happening when this incident occurred. We're talking the night of June 29th.
Okay.
And it was during a massive enemy air attack, over 500 air targets involved. It wasn't just one area either.
500, wow.
Yeah. Hitting regions all across Ukraine, places like Mykolaiv, Zaporizhia, Poltava, Lviv, Cherkasy, Ivano-Frankivsk, Dnipropetrovsk. They hit critical infrastructure, buildings, and sadly, there were casualties. A really chaotic night.
Just devastating.
Yeah.
So against that backdrop, let's focus on Lieutenant Colonel Maksym Ustymenko himself. Born in 1993, he was right in the middle of this chaos in his F-16. And the reports say he was incredibly effective. Used his full weapons loadout and managed to shoot down 7 enemy air targets. 7. Now, for maybe some listeners less familiar with this, how significant is that? 7 takedowns by one pilot in one fight, especially against, well, 500 targets.
It's hugely significant. I mean, really remarkable. In that kind of chaotic, multi-pronged attack scenario, air defenses are stretched incredibly thin.
Right.
So for one pilot to get 7 confirmed kills, it's not just effective, it's frankly an extraordinary display of skill, situational awareness.
Yeah, just the focus needed.
Exactly, and just aggressive flying. It really tells you a lot about his expertise, his presence of mind, in what must have been an overwhelming threat environment. It really highlights the impact one person can still have.
Even against those kinds of odds, which brings us to the really critical part, the sacrifice. During that last engagement, his F-16 was hit, damaged, started losing altitude. But what's striking is what he did next, even with the plane failing. It seems so deliberate.
It absolutely does. This wasn't, panic. The sources point to a very conscious decision he made. His aircraft is failing, yes, but his immediate priority, it shifted.
To protect people on the ground.
Precisely. He actively maneuvered, steered that damaged jet away from a populated area, away from a settlement.
That's the heroic core of it, isn't it? Doing his absolute best, making that choice to guide the machine away, preventing more civilian casualties, even at the cost of his own chance to escape.
An incredible act of selflessness, you're right, under unimaginable pressure. Speaks volumes about his character, his dedication.
And the outcome.
And that's where the ultimate sacrifice happened. He ran out of time. Just didn't have the altitude or the moments needed to eject.
He stayed with the plane.
He did. As the Ukrainian Air Force put it, quite powerfully, he died like a hero. And that phrase, it's important.
Like a hero. Yeah. What does that specific wording signify, do you think, beyond just acknowledging his bravery in that official statement?
Well, in wartime, language like that serves multiple purposes, doesn't it? It's factual, yes, but it's also deeply symbolic. It frames his action as this foundational story of selfless patriotism.
Right, something to rally around.
Exactly. It inspires others, reinforces that collective resolve. His act becomes a symbol of what people are willing to sacrifice for the greater good. It shapes morale, public understanding, long after the immediate event. It really underscores that human element, individual courage.
It really does. What an incredibly impactful story to come out of such a large-scale event. This deep dive, I think, really shows how one person's actions, their choices, can resonate so deeply. It's not just a military act, but a moral one too.
Absolutely. And perhaps that's the thought to leave you, our listener, with today. Consider how even amidst all the chaos, the technology, the sheer scale of modern conflict, these individual acts of, deliberate heroism can still fundamentally alter things. They leave a lasting impact that goes far beyond just the immediate outcome. They become part of the narrative, the human story within it all.